Death Stranding 2 is a game that I thought I would never play, but at the last moment I decided to buy it. I played the first and I couldn't even get past the first hour or two. It's just so boring. But after playing Death Stranding 2, of course I realized that I just wasn't conditioned to enjoy it. I needed to be more in a relaxed state of mind, to have more free time to be able to consume this game. And the same happened to me, by the way, with Animal Crossing New Horizons, another game that I thought just kind of a kid's game. What I'm gonna do in this game? What's the point in actually playing this game? But at the pandemic, it was actually COVID, it was just the perfect time. And I actually gave it a chance, played it, and it turned to be one of my most favorite games. And I just can't wait to play the upcoming one when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. So there are several reasons I decided to play it. First of all, there was a big free time for me to actually enjoy without feeling that I need rush or very immediate gratification. I don't want to be in a situation where I kind of need to rush things, because then I will feel that I'm actually wasting my time. So there are games that I wouldn't pick them up unless I have more free time to be able to be consumed by the game. And I actually feel that the first game, the first one, actually the game didn't deserve me as a player. But again, of course, I judged it too fast, but I judged it from the position where I actually wasn't conditioned to enjoy such a game. So you can even review a game, but at a certain point in time, you might review it badly, but if you play it in another time, in another state of mind, it might turn to be one of the best games you ever played. Happening, by the way, with Elden Ring as well. I thought I would never touch difficult games, Souls-like game, but once I play Elden Ring, everything changes, and I just learned to adore the Souls-like genre, and I play so many other From Software and other Souls-like game after that. And not just that, Elden Ring sits at the top 3 of my most favorite games of all time. Also, of course, when I realized and already finished the game and I'm still playing it, that the game is not about the combat. The combat is really fun and there are situations like that, but the way I've seen the boss fights are designed and our normal difficulty, it doesn't really provide you a challenge. You feel that it's not supposed to be the core thing. It doesn't mean that it's bad, it's just not the core thing. The core thing of the game for me was the amazing, very immersive traversal / survival. Also again, partially also physics based. And I think we cannot ignore one of the best features in the game is the unique co-op mechanics. And instead of the traditional direct multiplayer, what makes it special is that players never directly interact. Yet their interaction profoundly influence each other's worlds. So by connecting areas to the chiral network, players can see and utilize structures like bridges, ladders, and generators, abandoned vehicles, and dropped cargo left behind by others, effectively collaborating to build a shared infrastructure across a desolate landscape. Now, this invisible cooperation fosters a powerful sense of connection and mutual aid, where your efforts to ease your own journey simultaneously help countless unseen porters traverse the same treacherous world. It's really kind of two-way positivity. You really enjoy contributing to others and you enjoy others contributing to you. There's a great positive feedback with that, especially also the likes. And it continues so you can see it in real time when it actually happens. Even if you log out of the game and log in again, you can see the outcomes of things that you have done and how people react to it. And kind of, for example, like aggregation of all the likes that you got and so on. The game also has, by the way, stealth features. You can approach combat either with, well, just brute force with guns and everything, or you can go stealth. Both of them are very satisfying. The story is amazing. The visuals are absolutely to perfect, the best that I've seen by a long shot on the PlayStation 5. There is some issue, I think, with the aliasing, anti-aliasing with the panning of the camera. Hopefully this can be addressed. But I can remember the last time I was so immersed in a video game. And regarding the mission, that first I thought, what I'm gonna do? How can I enjoy just fetching quests? I mean, I hate them in MMOs. I just want them not to exist. So I can actually enjoy such a game. Because you see, it's not just about the delivery. It's just everything that happens in between. You do get rewarded, of course, as you continue to progress through delivering for certain NPCs. And some of them are actually game changer for sure. But usually in the game, it's about either combat, finding different items, collecting items, some surprising fights against really big BTs, Also, there are sub-orders, which are kind of more substantial side quests. Some of them are really fun and reveal some really cool both things related to the lore and also very rewarding, and also insane cutscenes. And by the way, speaking about cutscenes, among the best that I've seen in any video game. This is just the highest quality. Also, Kojima injected lots of these humorous moments in the game. Now, although the game also really keeps the really emotional parts very serious in this game, Hideo Kojima really enjoy breaking character in many situations. It's just fun to watch, but it really doesn't take off from your connection with the characters and the meaningfulness of the story. It's a game that in some way I can say it actually heals me inside. I feel like rejuvenated after playing it. I'm still playing. This is a game that you're gonna enjoy playing on a big screen with high quality headphones. And this is why I say, if you're coming stressed, you want to get really self-verification, action, and all this stuff, you're probably gonna be disappointed. It's a much slower, slow ingestion game, although again, it has its peaks, but it's not about the highs and lows, more about the continuous streaming of positive feedback, sharing, and self-achievement. The story is very gripping, fascinating, sometimes hard to digest. So in this game, I really felt that I'm actually going on a journey. I really feel there are so many things done here in order to trigger various emotions. So if you think about emotions like an equalizer, it touches your low, mids, and highs perfectly. I laugh. I was anxious. I cried. I cried even at the end. I didn't expect that. And it also depends on what state of mind you actually had. Some of these moments can hit pretty hard, I can tell you. And I think this is one of the secrets of this game. Different players will have kind of different experiences. Depends on the emotional state you actually experience. It's not overwhelming, but it's there. The game also, again, have two parts, the realistic part and the fantasy part, each providing a vital contrast that elevates the other. One designed to root the experience in relatable human emotion, while the other plunge you into a profound unknown, amplifying its mystery and wonder. One touches the familiar challenges of human connection and survival, while the otherworldly part unveils mysteries and fundamentally shape its compelling plot. So you can really easily just guess, how this story will evolve, because there are lots of fantasy elements there, and this is where the game can really surprise you. Now, there are many things you actually can take from the story itself, things related to social isolation and hyperconnectivity, the gig economy and delivery culture, things related to climate change and extinction, life and death and grief, and of course things related to even something more than like social media, the power of likes, like how even small acts of appreciation can motivate and foster a sense of community in seemingly desolated world. And this is why the game has so many layers of meaning, inviting players to interpret each symbolism through the lens of both personal experience and global social issues. And I didn't even mention the amazing music, sometimes dynamic music, the way it's actually injected into the game, the amazing soundtracks here. It's like riding a wave. The game has so many of these elevated emotional moments. And this is why I said before, the game requires patience, time. You need to be kind of a more empty canvas in order to absorb what it tries to convey. I played this game as of now like for 70 hours. This is not a game which I'm just gonna go start and finish it. I'm just gonna do this game injustice, and I'm not gonna allow myself to enjoy it fully. Of course, I'm speaking from my own personal experience, but I have a feeling that will be common for many other players as well. There's a deep philosophy that drives the game behind the scene, and it's being manifested in every mechanic, every narrative beat, and even those very quiet moments of reflection on connection, life, death, and human purpose. It makes us think about the fragmentation in our world, not just physically, but socially and emotionally, and the profound effort requires to bridge those divides. This is why for me Death Stranding 2 on the beach is a game like no other. And I was so close to just ditching it altogether. So maybe for some it's not gonna be the right time to play such a game. But once you're already, even if I can say mentally absorb such a game, you're gonna find this game to be, again, like no other, something truly special. Yeah, so I'm just happy. that this is another game that I thought I'm never gonna play, but I gave it a chance. Maybe if there was some other game that I was more triggered to play, I would probably skip this game and play another game. It definitely worth your attention. Thanks for watching.